Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Rochester Rundown for the week of June 11th. Let's get right to it. We now know the names of the two Rochester police officers involved in a fatal shooting on Hudson Avenue last Friday. The New York Attorney General's office identified the two officers as Samuel Giancurcio and Michael Bennett. Police say a SWAT team was attempting to take Timothy Flowers into custody in connection to a triple shooting from early May over at Sumner Park when Flowers opened fire. He was shot by police and pronounced dead at the hospital. The officers involved have been placed on administrative leave following standard procedure. The state AG's office is handling the investigation. Seth Larson, the man accused of murdering Lisa Schuler in Irondequoit, has waived his extradition hearing, meaning he will be returning to our area for future hearings. Larson is facing multiple charges, including second-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and concealment of a corpse. Schuler's remains were found in front of her home on Culver Road and in Durand Lake last month. Larson was eventually captured in Lewis County, West Virginia. We spoke with the sheriff there about the arrest.
It is not a custom of subjects that have committed a crime to call you up and say, hey, I think I might be wanted in connection with a murder. He had a bleeding ulcer, I believe, and he had a medical procedure done on Thursday afternoon. And after the procedure was done and he come out of anesthesiology, that's when we went out and had the warrant and made the arrest on him.
Local law enforcement officials have just under 2 weeks now to bring Larson back to Irondequoit. His arraignment will be scheduled at a later date. Timothy Granison, the husband of Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren, is now facing federal charges in connection with an alleged drug ring involving 5 other people. These charges include conspiring to possess with intent to distribute. Also included are charges of distributing at least 280 grams of crack cocaine and at least 500 grams of powder cocaine. The charges carry a penalty of 10 years to life in prison, as well as a $10 million fine. Penfield school leaders say both the parent and the school board member involved in a confrontation at a board meeting this week are at fault. Video continues to circulate over social media showing the parent rushing on stage to confront board member William Yeager, who swore at the parent. The exchange occurred after an emotional public comment period. The parents involved told us they were upset with how board members handled their frustrations.
And I think that turned a lot of people off, that he seemed to be kind of laughing at this father who was raising, what is potentially a legitimate concern. And then the older woman who was sitting down in front was kind of saying to the board member, like, what are you doing? Like, what's this? You could hear in the video, what's this? What's this? And she was motioning like with her hands as he was doing. And then he kind of just went back at her and was kind of picking at it. And I was like, he's picking on this woman. And she, I was like, it was just ridiculous.
It seemed very frustrating to be at a meeting where they actually say they can't engage in a dialogue. They just sit there and listen to the parents speak, and they don't respond.
The Penfield Central School District is condemning both the board member and the parents, sending out a statement calling the actions of both parties unacceptable. Yeager's term on the board ends June 30th. He has not commented on the incident. With local COVID-19 vaccination rates on the rise, fewer and fewer people are testing positive for COVID-19 every day. We're learning almost all of the new cases are in people who have not been vaccinated. According to the Monroe County Health Director, Dr. Michael Mendoza, 97.7% of the positive cases since March 1st have been in unvaccinated people. Experts say that statistic underscores the need to keep rolling out the vaccine.
We really would like to see them get vaccinated. We would like to reduce our numbers to the point where we have no disease in our community. If you're in a small community where 40 or 50% of people are vaccinated, the virus can still circulate. And so we really need to get everyone up to those higher numbers.
That 97.7 figure does leave a small chance that a vaccinated person could get the virus, but in the event of an infection, experts say severe symptoms are far less likely in vaccinated individuals. Some sad news for local Bills fans. For a second straight year, the team will not return to St. John Fisher College for training camp. The organization did investigate holding camp at Fisher, but ultimately made the decision to stay in Buffalo. Social distancing, we're told, was one issue. The Bills say they can better space out at their facility in Orchard Park. The team's contract with Fisher to hold training camp at the college runs out after this season, so we'll have to see what happens after this year. That's all for this week. As always, we'll see you next Friday.